What's up everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel once again for another review, and this week we're taking a look at two upcoming products from Trents. They're not even out yet, but they are coming out real soon. We have the Recovery Serum as well as the B4 Prestyler. So if you remember quite some time ago now, we did take a look at Trent's TH1. That's his main styling product, and so these are the two next additions to the lineup. Now, as far as what these are, the Recovery Serum is meant as a hair treatment, or almost like a replacement for a hair mask. This is not a smoothing serum, so this is not really meant to be used, you know, as a pre-styler type of thing. This is like, put it in, leave it in for a while, wash it out, see results. B4, on the other hand, is the actual pre-styler. I mean, you can probably figure out by the name, before, like before you do stuff. Yeah, and so this one is a gel-based pre-styler that you're meant to apply into damp hair and then blow dry, and then you can, you know, finish with another styling product if you so desire. So as far as the packaging goes on the Recovery Serum, we've got that in this kind of standard 2-ounce pump top tube. Is it a tube? I don't know. And this one will be available for 36 Australian dollars, which comes out to about 24.50 US. And then we have the B4 gel-based pre-styler, which comes in this 3.4 ounce or 100 gram plastic pomade jar. And this one is coming in at 38 Australian dollars or just about $26 US. And the pricing on those does include free worldwide shipping from straight from the Trents website. And you also can get his products from places like Fleek Fellows and stuff if you're in the US, so once these are released, I'm sure that they'll show up there as well. So we saw this same type of packaging with TH1. I mean, it's pretty standard fare as far as, you know, jars and pump top tubes go, but yeah, but they are, you know, good quality plastic and stuff, so no problems there. The label, stick-on labeling, it's the same type of kind of sporty looking aesthetic, also very minimal, so that's all fine. Taking a look inside of these at the products a little bit, so the Recovery Serum, it is recommended to shake that bitch first before you go in with that, and then of course when you just give it a pump, it's, you know, it looks like a serum or a hair oil. Now the B4, this is, as I mentioned, a gel-based pre-styler, so when you take a look inside, it does look kind of like a gel-type pomade. Although I will say when you scoop it out, it is very smooth, of course, but it doesn't feel, you know, waxy or sticky or anything like that, and breaks down very smoothly and easily in the hands. Now, the scent is the same on both of these, and of course it is a bit easier to smell on this one, so that's the one that we about to crack into. Now, he did mention to me that he was originally thinking of using the same TH1 scent on these, which was that kind of sweet, warm tonka bean thing, but he did have a lot of requests to do more of a cologne type, so that's what we have here. Fine. Thought I was gonna say something else, didn't you? No, it is fine. It doesn't fuck me up, but it is a nice cologne scent. It's on the lighter side. It's not real, you know, punchy in your face or anything. I guess, I don't know how to describe cologne scents yet, like, so I don't really know how to elaborate on it. But it's, you know, it's very clean, it's a little bit fresh, maybe kind of an aquatic type cologne, I don't know. But you get the idea. I would say it is more on the masculine side, I suppose, but once you get it into the hair, you do not smell it anymore at all, so certainly anybody can use this regardless of your scent preferences. Now, as far as the ingredients on these, we don't have official ingredient lists yet. They're not on these packagings, nor are they listed on the website yet. It does say coming soon, but we do know some of the key ingredients in the Recovery Serum, so we'll take a quick look at those. So number one is keratin. I mean, we probably all know what keratin is by now, but basically it's a protein that actually makes up your hair strands and things, and that's used in a lot of, you know, smoothing and kind of repair recovery type treatments. So yeah, Recovery Serum, keratin, makes sense. We also have prickly pear oil in here, which I just like saying, prickly pear, as well as vitamin B5 or panthenol, which is another ingredient, there we go, words, that is excellent at, you know, sort of smoothing out the hair and just making it feel really soft. And as far as the B4, this one is a complete mystery right now. Other than that it's got some kind of gel base, I don't know what the fuck is in this thing. One thing that we do know about the ingredients on this, though, is that it contains some type of compound that they're calling Trents Thermal Defense, and as you can probably gather from the name of that is heat protection. This is meant to be used before blow drying, so they wanted to include something to protect your hair from said heat. I personally am not all that bothered about heat protectants. As long as you're using the styling tools the right way, you shouldn't have any heat damage issues, but if you are concerned or if you do enjoy heat protectants, there it is. All right, so now moving into the demo side of things, we'll start with the Recovery Serum. So I did test this as a pre-styler just for yucks to see what would happen, and it is like and it ends up being just too oily for that. It's not meant for that anyway. So the way that I like to use this is to just apply one single pump of this. I mean, that's the other thing. You do not need a lot of this. With a hair length similar to mine, which is, down to just past the tip of my nose now, it's about 6 inches long on top. One pump of this is plenty, and of course if you have longer hair you can go in with 2 pumps, maybe 3 maximum if you've got like super long hair. But yeah, 1 pump into the hands, mix it up, throw it into the hair, and then I like to just comb it through to make sure everything is nice and evenly distributed, and then let that bitch sit overnight and just cook. So here we are, begrudgingly, the next morning, not awake yet, so coffee. And then basically you're just gonna wash that out, and then go ahead and blow dry that bitch, and here we go with them results. Bitch! Yeah, this is meant to be a recovery thing, like repairing damaged hair and stuff, and so, my hair the night before was feeling a little bit on the dry side, and look at that shit now, boy! It is super smooth, it's got a nice shine to it, it's very lightweight, it's not at all oily once you wash this out. And actually, another thing, so this does say it's like a non-greasy formula, and I will say, when you're, getting it into the hands and applying it to the hair, it does not feel greasy or, slick like those kind of silicone heavy serums on your hands or anything. It's very easy to wash off of your hands, and it's easy enough to wash out of the hair as well. Just to rinse and bang, you're good to go. Next up, taking a look at the B4 pre-styler. So we're gonna go ahead and reset things, and we're gonna start out once again with damp hair, and then I'm going in with a small amount. Again, you don't need a lot of this. So I would say, for me, just a single dime-sized scoop is more than enough. So once again, as usual with any kind of product, just mix it up in the hands, get it into the hair, comb through to evenly distribute, and then once again, blow dry that bitch. Yes! Once again, we have a beautiful looking natural shine. We've got some lightweight volume in there, and I would say that this has like a light hold to it. It's very easy to apply to the hair. There's like no stickiness or anything, but when you are blow drying it, I find that it does create just the slightest amount of grip, which for me is really nice. So it's not like too slick where your brush or your comb is like flying through there. So it does help to kind of just get the hair onto your brush nicely and stay there as you're blow drying it, smoothing it out. So it does work nicely for that. And yeah, if you wanted just a very like natural, loose, flowy style, you can just leave it alone after blow drying and not even have to put in another product if you want, or if you don't want, I guess. I think I also just hit puberty there a little bit. So that's exciting. Yeah, so no endurance test for these, since neither one is meant to be a like styling product. They're not meant to have any kind of hold or anything really, so no point in that. But yeah, washout on both of these is very simple. I already mentioned with the Recovery Serum, even leaving it in overnight, it is, it'll look a bit oily in the hair, but it washes out like nothing, so it is not greasy. And the B4, yeah, again, it's very just, if you were to style with just this alone, a water rinse would just get that bitch right out. So yeah, overall thoughts, woo, almost hit the microphone with that bad boy, on the B4 and the Recovery Serum from Trents. I really like both of these, man. I like the Recovery Serum. I like that it's not a standard like smoothing serum. It's different. It's I certainly could see this being used as a replacement for a hair mask. Now, this isn't something I would necessarily use all the time. This is definitely more for those instances where your hair is feeling drier than usual, or if you've had some lightening or coloring done and it's just feeling a little processed, or if you've got some crispiness going on in there. Yeah, this is great for just nourishing and kind of bringing your hair back to that natural silky smoothness. And the B4 Pre-Styler, I really like this one. It does a great job at making my hair feel really soft, give it a nice natural shine, and it's a great pre-styler. And for me, the kind of smoothing, softening type of things are what I tend to prefer as a pre-styler, since I do have a coarse, wavy, thick hair type. So this does a great job at taming that shit and getting it ready for my final style. As I mentioned, yeah, the scent doesn't fuck me up on them, but it's fine, and both of these you use so little at a time that I feel like they're gonna last for months and months and months, even if you use them like on the daily. So, I mentioned these are not out yet, but they are coming very soon. They are coming sometime in December, so keep your eye on Trent's website or even, you know, his Instagram. He's been posting stuff about these on there, so definitely just keep your eye on those as far as release date. And now for the coup de grace, we finally got there. You probably saw the word giveaway in the title, so here's the info for that. Yeah, Trent is offering a giveaway. He's doing 2 full sets of his products, so if you win, you will get a TH1, a B4, and a Recovery Serum. And we are having 2 winners. So basically, I'm just gonna have a link down below to a simple Google form where you just have to put in your name and your preferred contact email address. I'll put the dates and everything down below, but I figure I'll leave this open for 1 full week. And then after that week is over, 2 winners will be chosen at random from that list, and they will be contacted via email for their shipping information. All right, so that wraps things up for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it useful. I've certainly been enjoying these, so definitely looking forward to that release. As usual, I have a backlog of a whole bunch of brands and products that I am getting to real soon, so if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with everything, and as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching, and we'll see you at the next one.